What's up, everybody? Prison Talk Podcast is in the house, episode 4. Hope everybody had a good weekend, had a good Valentine's. You guys hopefully got to bust little cheeks, you know what I mean? Got a little romance in there. Anyways, if you guys haven't got a chance to check out the website, make sure you do so. It's at www.freshoutseries.com. We're doing a lot of cool things on there. We have the Back on Your Feet program for ex-military, veterans, ex-felons, you know, kids that are trying to get their artwork out there, their music, who are trying to hustle. You know, shoot us an email at freshoutseries@gmail.com, and my partner, Big Ant, will get you a contract out, and we'll get you rolling. And, blast your stuff out on social media, tag us, and we would love to try to get you guys going on there. We also have Patreon jumping off, Fresh Out Series. Make sure you guys check out the new Patreon. We got Chef Suave Triple X getting down with the soups. Yeah, he's getting down with some prison cuisine. So check it out. Me and him did a bunch of different episodes. We got those going to be dropping. So make sure you sign up for our Patreon, which is Fresh Out Series. And also subscribe to the Instagram and the Twitter, which is Fresh Out Series, and check out a lot of the stuff. I be dropping a lot of positive stuff, and also Big Herc 916, and just stay motivated. Also on the site, we are looking to give followers of the channel an outlet for their music interests. Email your music to us, and every couple of weeks we will make a playlist showcasing your music playlist. If you haven't yet subscribed, but you want your music featured on the Fresh Out playlist, subscribe and email it in. You have to be subscribed member to make it on the Fresh Out playlist. So check it out, subscribe, and that way you guys can get your music heard by everybody, and we could all see what you guys listen to when you're getting your workout on, or when you're dipping in your Lolo, or when you're just chilling with your girl. We would like to know what kind of playlist you got going on. Also, we got a sponsor, carsocials.com. Check it out. They're one of our sponsors. Everybody always asks me, hey, how do you hear about all the car shows? Well, I go to carsocials.com. I check out Car Socials. They tell you what's going on, what date, what based on the zip code, and it's all across the country. So you can find car events all over, and it's also free to post your own ad on there. So you can post your event on the site for free, whether it be a meetup, car club, or a car show. So check it out, carsocials.com. And, hopefully I'll see you at a car event. But we got a lot to talk about today. Big Ant he's got some topics and stuff that we kind of discussed that I think of interest of everybody. And what you got on your mind today, man?
Well, we normally do WigSplit of the week at the end of the show, but I think under the current circumstances of this week, we're going to have to put it towards the front. And the winner of this week's WigSplit of the week is going to have to go out to Nicholas Cruz for the heinous shit he pulled this week, taking an AR to school and unfortunately taking the lives of 17 students. And it's just really mind-boggling that we have these little weak pieces of shit that feel like that's their only outlet, or whatever type of thoughts they have. I don't even know how to begin to get into the mind of someone like that in terms of why or what would motivate him to do that type of activity. But he's definitely the winner of the WigSplit of the week, and when he does land in whatever facility he lands in, I really look forward to hearing in the newspaper or hearing in the news about how he gets stabbed up a few times,
Yeah, that guy, you look at the situation, and then you look at like a lot of the schools that do have like the in the hoods that have metal detectors and they have armed security, and people think, oh man, this looks like a little prison. Well, this guy, taking advantage of the situation, and people say, well, he had previously posted disturbing videos, and kids said he was crazy. I mean, what's going on with the people not taking heed and at least reporting this more, or even the parents? I mean, this guy had the gun, they said, for over a year. He had purchased the AR-15 illegally.
Yeah.
And he already had it in his possession. And, he had been, I think, expelled from the school previously. So, he has some issues. But everybody wants to say, oh, it's mental. I mean, no, it's not fucking mental. This motherfucker went up there with a gun, killed a bunch of innocent people, the police should have just smoked his ass. They smoke everybody else who gets caught, who don't even get caught with the guns, but supposedly have guns. But yet this guy, he gets pulled over, he lays on the ground, and they lock him up, and that's it. So now we're going to deal with this punk ass in some mental institution trying to get the benefit of the doubt that he, because of maybe playing video games or just bullying or whatever the case may be, it drove him to this madness. And it's not the gun, it's the ignorant fool who went and got the gun. And people are going to get guns regardless. You have people buying guns every day, all day, and they make new guns every day. So it's not even about, it's about basically education, parenting, and people being conscious of what's going on around them. If you see something and don't look right, if somebody looks disturbing, or if you hear that somebody is acting kind of weird, hey man, bring it to the attention of the proper people so this guy can get checked. I remember going to school, and on a couple different occasions, I was in the mix with a lot of bullshit. And I remember dudes were saying, oh, man, because we had got into it with some guys gangbanging. They were like, some guys want to come up here and shoot you. Now, of course, the staff had heard about it. Different people heard, but nobody did nothing. But at the same time, I had homies that had stuff in accessibility range where if something went down, I was going to go and get it and handle my business. But that's the type of shit that shouldn't even be brought to a school. It doesn't belong there. And I'm very fortunate that nothing ever happened as a result of that. But, this stuff right here, when you hear stuff like this, kids, I mean, you gotta speak up. And I think it's just sad that, something like this happened and there's a bunch of innocent people who were just trying to live life and had no reason for this to happen to them, it's just sad.
Yeah, it's definitely a shitty situation. And it's just always mind-boggling to me that someone, no matter if you're bullied, no matter what type of emotional state you're going through, I just don't get it. What benefit are you gonna get? I mean, I understand. Okay, gang activity. You have an enemy. You have a rival. You hate that person
exactly.
just because of the color
There's
they're wearing
beef
or whatever. So you have an objective. You have that's my rival. That's the dude I have to take out. That's, we have beef constantly. Now, you're some kid who now you just want to take out random kids. Like, what's your end game? Is it just to cause as much mayhem as humanly possible? Or is it, what is it? And that's the type of shit that always intrigues me with guys like this because, you're just a straight psychopath or what, because there's no real objective. What you say, you got bullied. Okay, so fight your fucking bully. Why do you have
He's
to
a domestic terrorist.
Take it to that level? Where now, obviously he's going to do fucking 17 life sentences, but,
I think we should call it what it is. He's a domestic terrorist. Yeah. They want to label all the gang members. Well, label these kids who do these shootings as terrorists and charge them under the Terrorist Act. You have no problem going into other demographics and charging these people with RICO, CCE, and all these other, crimes, and putting them in the feds and throwing the key away. Well, start cracking these fools upside the head with terrorist acts and send their ass to Guantanamo Bay. They're committing terrorism on American soil. It's not a fucking act out of mental abuse or disturbance. No, it's an act of terrorism, man. He went and murdered a bunch of people for no reason, would just, and on top of it, walked away, went to Walmart, ordered, I think, a sandwich, and was apprehended down the street. And the kid had no remorse. And he basically had no target. His target was everybody. He didn't care who he shot. This guy, he needs to be, he needs to have his wig split, and they need to send his ass to Guantanamo Bay. He needs to go to a terrorist camp.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to see what it's like. I mean,
not a camp, like terrorist pen.
That's the contradictory thing about you're worried about bullies and this, that, and the other thing. You go and do some stupid shit like this, and then guess where you're going to go? You're going to go to a place where you're going to get fucking bullied to the 10th degree.
Yeah.
You're not going to get, just a fucking pass. What if someone that's locked up in the facility you're at had a family member that was at that school? You mean to tell me they're not going to come put in work on your ass? You know, like
yeah, they got him on some type of suicide watch, and they're gonna have. But like you said, anytime when he hit mainline, and hopefully he does, somebody gonna they got something for him.
Oh yeah. I mean, no doubt, and high five to whoever puts in that work.
That's right.
But it also goes back to the thing, because you got all these fucking lunatics who do this type of shit, and then it always resorts to, okay, well now because this lunatic did this, we have to punish everybody by taking away everybody's rights just so we can make things safer. For example, I read articles. I read a bunch of articles about this, and I always go straight to the comments just because I like to see where people's heads are at in terms of, how they respond to these types of things. And right away, when are we going to start getting rid of guns? When are we going to, basically take people's rights away? Because of the actions of one, now everyone has to be punished instead of just punishing that one to the craziest amount possible. But what a lot of people, I think, fail to realize is that anything can be turned into a weapon. This pen that I have in my hand right now, I can heat this up. I could scrape it against concrete. I can basically melt two of these together and have it be even stronger. And I could run around and stab as many people as I want in the fucking neck off of a pen. So what? You're gonna ban every single pen? You're gonna ban it? That's not the answer.
No.
That's a Band-Aid to something that needs surgery. What we really need is we need more attention in our fucking schools. Plain and simple. We need more money getting shoveled into these fucking schools. We need security at schools. We need parenting fucking classes.
Yeah.
We need just so much more on a social level than just automatically resort to, okay, let's just start taking liberties away. Let's start taking liberties away. You guys can't handle your liberties, so let's start taking them away. Like, if you guys want to have your liberties taken away, do something to get locked up and see what it's like. Because imagine that every day outside in public. Dude, you'd fucking hate it. You would not want that. So the lack of action towards that is now leading to this just free fall of people wanting to take away liberties. And they think that if no guns are on the streets, that nothing's going to happen. But you know what? I'm legally not allowed to own a gun, but I could still get one in a heartbeat. So that's not going to save you.
No.
If a motherfucker wants to get a gun and shoot you, he can get one and shoot you. And you think that having good people have their guns taken away is going to help? It's not, because criminals don't follow laws. That's why they're criminals.
That's right.
So that logic is flawed. It's going to take more than that, and it's going to take Congress getting off their fucking asses and actually doing something to make schools a better place instead of focusing on all these, what do corporations get? Subsidies for corporations and all this shit. No, you guys need to put subsidies into schools. You need to pay teachers. You need to fucking put more money into the educational system so that way we don't have all these idiots running around causing mayhem.
And properly staffing the school. I mean, we were talking earlier about a lot of these retired veterans or veterans who are, been discharged or ex-veterans, that they should have, give them opportunities to have jobs working at these schools, basically looking for stuff like this, watching out for it. I mean, God forbid, hopefully it doesn't happen again. But if you have somebody there who was armed, they could have just basically took them out before the cops even got there.
Oh, I guarantee if he saw 3, ex-military dudes walking around
twice.
with M16s,
He would think
that
twice.
fool probably never would have walked on
You're right.
campus. He would have kept walking.
You're right.
Because he's an 18-year-old, like 130 pounds, 40 pounds, some shit. They said that dude isn't going up against ex-vets.
No, he would have thought twice. If he didn't know that we had
happening.
security, he would have maybe thought like maybe this ain't a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Security,
there's just so much talk. There's just too much fucking talk and not enough action. That's always been the problem with politicians and bureaucrats and all this, is they talk too much. We need people that can act, and they can act logically and with intelligence, a fully thought out plan on how we can make this system better and how we can prevent things like this from happening. It's just the quick to action emotional responses are definitely not the way to do it.
I agree.
So that being said, I think we've covered the WigSplit of the week, but yeah, hopefully this piece of shit gets what he deserves.
Yeah, man. Once again, we send our condolences to the family members of the victims in Florida.
So, moving on, we got some great questions for you guys for the Prison Talk segment. Question number 1 is a multi-question question. What advice would you give a teenager whose father or mother was in prison for a long period of time? I feel like a lot of teenagers have parents in jail or prison and don't know how to cope. How would you suggest they cope? Would you recommend them still having a relationship with the parents even if they did some really bad things?
Well, getting into that question, it would kind of depend on what that individual went in there for. I mean, sometimes, the parents maybe were in a situation where they were defending themselves. It could have been a domestic violence type of situation. You got these crazy dudes hitting on the female, and she defends herself and, catches an assault or a murder case or something like that. Or maybe the dad was just hustling, got caught selling drugs, and he was taking care of the family, or, different situations. So it all just depends. I mean, I can't judge an individual's parent for them. That would be something they would have to do. And it also would depend on what type of relationship you've had while this person was incarcerated. Did they write? Did you visit? Did you guys have any type of interaction? All these factors are, those are things that have to be looked at. We interviewed somebody named Yvette on our channel, on our YouTube, and she had a daughter, and she was locked up, and her daughter, had to see her in prison, for years, and she was young when she got locked up. And, during that time she was locked up, she was living with her dad, who treated her really horrible. And so, the first thing she did when her mom got out was she went to live back with her mom. And so, Yvette, based on, the case and things she went through, and you could check out the interview on our channel, you just look at just the heartfelt love that she had for her mom. And it's just sad, man, because they were able to maintain that relationship, but a lot of times there's so many different things that affect going to visit somebody and trying to maintain that bond. And it's just, you got to really look at a lot of different things. And I don't want to tell somebody that, don't talk to your parent when they get out, or you shouldn't hang out. And we actually had another person that emailed us and said that their dad was a chomo, and he found out, and he's trying to get out in a couple years. And should they reach out to him? Or basically they want to contact the parole board because they didn't want them to even get out. And I told him, like, dude, that's a choice you got to make, and based on our relationship. But, we always say Chomo's a piece of shit. And this person was actually saying her dad's a piece of shit. So, it's a lot of different twists. And so it's each case, each situation is different.
Yeah. I remember reading that email as well. And I know for sure if my dad was a chomo, don't ever fucking contact me again.
I ain't got no words for you.
Yeah, you aren't my dad anymore. And that's one of the things that's different about me compared to other people is just because you're family doesn't mean that no matter what you do, I'm gonna just accept it. Like family, I think a lot of times people fall victim to that where it's family, so I gotta bend over backwards for them and things like that. And it's like, you know what? That's not something you have to do. It's something you choose to do. You can choose to fall into that trap. But if your family says, hey, drink poison, you gonna fucking drink poison? No, because that's retarded. So like you don't have to basically in a way victimize yourself just because they're family. Like that doesn't really mean shit. I got friends that are better family members than certain family members.
That's right.
And I mean, if a family member is a piece of shit and they have no inkling of wanting to become a better person, they're always in shit, always bringing shit around you, fucking cut them loose. Kick them to the curb. Just be like, look, man, I understand you're my cousin or you're my brother, even your mother, your father. But you know what? All you bring around me is drama, and I don't want to be around your shit. So kick rocks. Like, that's all that needs to be said. And yeah, it's sad. Yeah, and it's unfortunate that you're even put in that position, but that's life. Like there's no reason why you have to go down with the ship.
Yeah, you don't have to force yourself to try to love somebody because you think you're obligated. I've seen a lot of pieces of shit, you know what I mean? And these pieces of shit, if you know, if I wouldn't, I don't socialize with them. I wouldn't socialize with them if they were related to me. So, don't put yourself in a predicament and carry that guilt because you think that you owe somebody something. You don't owe nobody nothing. Just make wise choices. But yeah, it's just. It just depends on the situation and the relationship. But some people, for some situations, I just wouldn't have nothing to do with them.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The second question was, I feel like a lot of teenagers have parents in jail or prison and don't know how to cope. How would you suggest they cope?
Well, like I said, it goes back again to what type of case was what happened. Did this guy did he kill the mom? Is he a rapist? Is he in there for assault and for drugs? But if he if there's any type of medium ground there where you feel that you guys can't communicate, then maybe write, maybe try to go visit. Depending on what type of relationship you want to have with this individual, once you get to know them, if you haven't got to know them since if you were young. So all that plays a factor. I've seen a lot of guys get family visits from kids, their children, and it's a great thing because it still builds that bond, and they're able to at least somewhat have some type of structure, even though it's not your normal, but at least it's something. So it just kind of depends on the situation, but it makes a big difference for a parent to have their kid knowing that they care about them if, it's the proper circumstance.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But one of the things I think you should do is focus on you and focus on you pursuing your dreams and your career, because they're doing time doesn't mean you necessarily have to put yourself in the position to do time with them. Like, yeah, they're, it sucks, but, and like Marcus says, reach out to them if that's the type of situation you're in. But there's no reason why your life has to stand still as well. Like, if anything, work your ass off so when they do get out, you have something set up. Like, whether it's you own a house at that point, if they're doing 5 years and it takes you that long to save up money to buy a house or something like that, like, do that. Focus on getting that. Set like a goal. Like, you know what? By the time you're out, I'm going to have this done. I'm going to get this. So when you come out, you have a place to come to. Mm-hmm. So that way you're not having to go live in some shitty ass apartment or in a halfway house or whatever, running the risk of getting caught up again. You have a place to come, something like that. So there's things you can do to cope. Just try not to get depressed about it. Try not to, let it hold your life back too, because now there's two of you doing time instead of just one, and that's just a lose-lose. So there's no reason for you to hold your life back. The third question was, would you recommend them still having a relationship with parenting if they did some really bad things? I think you kind of covered that with the situation. There was one question that I forgot to mention was, what would be your advice and how would you recommend they learn from the mistakes of their parents?
As far as learning from the mistakes of your parents, man, just kind of put it in perspective. I mean, it all depends on the age of the actual kid. I mean, some kids can't really comprehend the level of the crime or whatever the situation, whatever occurred, how impactful that is. But if you are able to comprehend and the kid can recognize that, you want to take that and put it in the perspective of your own life and use it to fuel your success. You want to take that and basically run with it so that you can build from that. You don't want it to drain you. You don't want it to take away from you. And hopefully the parent, if you have a communication with them, is telling you the same thing, that this is not a place you want to be. You don't want to go down this path. You want to make wise decisions. You want to always know that you have more than one choice, because in life we have multiple choices. A lot of times we think we only have, maybe one or two or four or five. We have thousands, we have millions, and each time you make a different choice, it takes you down a different fork in the road. And so knowing that you can always change your path at any given moment, you're not stuck in a one particular route. You can always change that, and being able to do that, it it takes your life in a different direction, and also it allows you to learn and not repeat the same thing over and over again. Because if we were robots, if somebody told you keep doing the same thing, then that'd be ignorant. You see something, it's not right, that you can make better choices. You could change your path.
Yeah, when I read that, I immediately thought, analyze their situation and see how you can make sure you don't do anything to repeat that pattern. You really want to learn from their mistakes. I know as being young, even when I was young in my teens, like it was really hard to tell me anything, and parents try to tell us sometimes, they try to, don't do that, but you're hard-headed, you don't want to listen, you don't want to hear what anybody has to say. You're going to do it, find out for yourself, and it's usually the hard way. And then you get to deal with the repercussions of that. So, try to use that as a learning example so you don't have to repeat the same thing and learn the hard way. So that way you don't end up in the same position. So hopefully that answered your question or your questions, and you can make the right decisions and get through that. So another question from a viewer is, hi, Big Herc. I'm a viewer from England, and I found your channel by chance, and I like the real content that you produce. I have a few non-related questions for you. Question 1 was, have you seen the TV series 60 Days In? And if so, in your opinion, is that all real? Does it show accurately what prison's like, or is it all put on for the show? The second question was, how do inmates react to charity and kindness? Do they see it as a weakness? Do they respect you for doing something selfless, like giving your food away, acting like a counselor to others, trying to make things positive, treating your homies, friends to commissary gifts and presents during holidays like Christmas, just being a good Samaritan in general?
Well, to answer your first question, 60 Days In. Now, the way they set it up with the documentary style, they kind of let the people know that they're going to be doing, a series on in the prison and following certain inmates around. People are going to act different, for one thing. You're not going to catch people acting as they normally would if they didn't have all the extra cameras around. You wouldn't see, the guards acting like they act in Sac County Jail, L.A. County, if there was cameras everywhere they turn their head. And I know for a fact, because I've seen in Sac County, you're butt naked, and if you don't look the right way, and I've seen female CO have dudes get smashed butt naked. You get smashed butt naked. So they didn't even show all that. And 60 Days In, you got to change in another room and come out, and man, ain't none of that. Squat, cough, you might be walking with your shit butt naked. So a lot of that is Hollywood. What else is Hollywood? Well, knowing that you're going to get out in 60 days is Hollywood, because you don't know that you're getting out in 60 days unless you've already been sentenced. And if you've been sentenced, then you pretty much you're not even interacting with nobody, because you're trying to get the hell up out of there before you get your wig split. And so, when you see these people in there and they're like, oh, I don't know if I can make it through this. And, they're talking about anxiety. Well, the anxiety that they have is nothing compared to a person going through trial. See, the 60 Days In, that was a jail. So you're basically still fighting your case. If you're going back to court, the anxiety that you have when you go to court, every time you have to go to court, feel like you got to shit on yourself. Your stomach is fucking hurting. You can't eat. You're fucked up. You're in a cold holding tank. You go back and forth to court. Now, if you're fighting your case, you might be doing this shit and you can't bail out. You might be doing this shit for years. You feel like straight shit. So these people, the responses and the actions and the way they're carrying themselves, they have no idea, because they're not looking at. They don't know. See, the part of the thing about going to jail is when you go in there and then you don't know how much time you're getting, you're fucked up. You're in there stressed the fuck out, because there's a window. It could be 60 days. It might be 10 years, depending on what crime you committed or how much money you have to pay a lawyer. So, to say that they're going to go in there and the guy said, oh, I'm going to make some friends, or, hey, I'm going to talk to, man, don't nobody want to hear that shit. You go in there, you mind your business, and you're basically overloaded with stress every day. Nobody gives a damn about your anxiety. Nobody gives a damn that you can't sleep, and nobody's trying to be your friend up in there. So a lot of the stuff they're showing, Yeah, inside the jail, the inmates, they show them talking. Oh yeah, this guy, he looks like a cop. Blah 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 blah. Man, it wouldn't be that much talking like that. That dude, if the cat, he would have got fucked up in the shower. He would have got fucked up in the day room. Something would have happened. They're not gonna just let somebody they think that's a fucking rat walk around the pod and kick it and crack jokes and shit like that. And you're not doing that anyways. Anybody that does that, everybody looks at them as a weirdo and they're suspect. So, there's just a lot of little things in there because of the cameras are being, rolling that people are getting away with.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what 60 Days In, it's a TV show that basically focuses around 7 volunteers who wanted to see what being incarcerated was like. Most of them have all of them have different reasonings for why they wanted to volunteer for this type of project. So like one dude, the dude Marcus was just talking about, he wanted to do it because he's a school teacher and he thinks it's going to help him reach out to kids.
He's in the Big Brother program.
Some shit like that. And he wants to know what it's like. And then other people, like one chick went in there because she wanted to know what it was like why inmates get fed so well and they don't do shit. And here her husband's in the military and he has to bust his ass to put food on the table and things like that. And then one dude, he wanted to just see if he could make it through. And it's like, dude, why the fuck would you ever want to be put in that situation just to see if you can make it through? It's almost like a sick fucking joke.
It is,
oh, I just want to see if I can make it. And the problem with that too is now it makes all these other lames think that they can do the same shit. Because there's all these people who are so infatuated with the lifestyle but don't ever want to have to experience any of it, or they want to experience it but don't want the severity of it. They don't want the 10 years experience.
No.
They just want the little taste.
They want
they
the
can
Hollywood.
Go back and tell their friends, I've been to jail. I've done some time.
Exactly.
And it's like, dude.
I heard a guy at the gym one time say
it.
that. He said, "Oh man, I wish I could go to. I wish I take a little vacation in jail real quick. Real quick.
Yeah.
A vacation in jail.
And see, this goes back to the same shit we talk about and why all these fucking shows are fucking retarded because they don't show the life after part. We show the life after part. Show these dudes that are doing these 60-day fucking programs that come out. Okay, take their car from them. Take their driver's license from them, take their job from them, and then see what happens. That's the real fucking show right there. Now that you did your little bullshit 60 days,
start from scratch.
Let's see you start from scratch in society.
Right.
When you have that felony on your jacket, and when you go to apply to jobs and they do background checks and all that shit, or apply to an apartment they do background checks and you get denied because you're a fucking felon. Now let's see how much you enjoy it. So A&E, get your shit together and put Fresh out on your channel so we can show the real part of this drama that people seem to forget, or don't think twice about, because doing the time, that's only half of the journey.
Yeah, that's only half.
You got the felony for the rest of your life, and now you got to rebuild after doing time. So that's. And
they don't show the part that while you're in there, your girl wouldn't fuck. She's fucking little Pablo. Your family turned their back on you. People aren't there like you think they are. They're not sitting there cheering, "Oh my God, I hope you make it home, little Timmy. Your little 60 days in was such a path." It's not like that. You go in there, you don't know what the hell's gonna happen. You can have a grandmother pass away, a relative die. You can have something happen on the street. You can't do nothing about your kids if something happened. I mean, there's a lot of other factors. So to make a joke of it and act like, "Oh, I can make it 60 days in," it's really some bullshit. It's not what you think it is. And that's why they put him in that type of county facility, a holding facility, talking about the drugs and stuff. Man, there's drugs everywhere. There's drugs in every fucking county in this country. Cell phones everywhere. Put your ass in motherfucking Colorado USP. You go to Lompoc USP. You go to Beaumont. Yeah, you ain't gonna make it in there a fucking week because if you don't have to be there, you're not going to want to be there. No motherfucking person in the world is going to want to volunteer to go to Lompoc USP for 60 days. For what?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the food ain't that bad. Yeah, motherfucker, because you think you're going home.
Yeah,
you think, who's going to want to be there? It's fucking crazy, man. I've never been to any jail that I would want to be there. Never.
Fuck no. One day in jail fucking sucks. It doesn't matter where it is, prison, jail, whatever. You're a fucking caged animal. You have to listen to what other people tell you. It's bullshit. And aside from that, the whole point of the show is we want to figure out how all this illegal activity is going on. Really?
Yeah.
You can't fucking put 2 and 2 together, bro.
Yeah, right.
You're the fucking sheriff of this place, and you can't figure out that your guards are the reason why there's fucking drugs in this place. Like, what, inmates just fly the shit in? They get UPS mail deliveries of fucking kilos of coke? No, it's not rocket science, dude. Why do you need to make a show about how
stupid.
shit's going on in your jail,
Yeah.
dude? Are you fucking clueless?
They're getting high in there, but in county, let me tell you, in county jail, you have no physical visits. You talk through a glass. So how am I going to get the drugs through the glass?
Yeah.
You get searched right when you leave that little visiting. They strip you down again. You're searched, and then you're taken back to the unit. There's no drugs. You can't get them in there. So put one and one together, dumbasses.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling how these shows just keep getting made, and but people eat it up. They
love the fantasy.
They love the thrill, the fantasy of it. But when it comes to it, and that's also the same type of dudes who think they're cut that way. Oh, they watch these shows. Yeah, I could do that. Then they may do some shit that gets them somewhat involved in the law, and then they fucking flip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was him. He did it.
Exactly.
And then they turn to snitches just so they can not have to do time.
Yeah. If you're a square, stay a square. 60 days in is some bullshit. You know what I mean? Because there's too many exit factors in there. But it's not realistic if you're looking at doing real time in a real county jail where there's not all those cameras, because there's a lot of blind spots they don't tell you about in different facilities where motherfuckers get their wig split.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyways, moving on. How do inmates react to charity and kindness? Do they see it as a sign of weakness?
Yeah, and motherfuckers take all your shit. They're gonna take all your shit. There's no charity in jail. You don't take shit from people to begin with. You start taking shit, you don't know these people. If they're not from your neighborhood, not from your street, not from your town, you ain't got no relationship, you didn't sell drugs with them on the street, whatever the case may be, you don't just take shit from people. You know what I mean? That shit comes with strings attached. Now, I gave you that one soup. Oh, you didn't know? Like, it's 2 for 1. So you go to commissary, I need 2 now for the one I gave you. Oh, I thought, no. And then, oh, man, what do you have? You just went to the store. Could I get that can of tuna? Oh, man, that's my only can. What? Didn't I just give you something like a couple weeks ago? Now you're saying that's your only can? All right, I see what's cracking. See, it's a lot of strings attached. There's nobody's doing anything in prison from the kindness of their heart. Unless you got a real motherfucker in there who has your back, who you knew from the street. Most people in there are not giving away shit for free. They're not counseling. You run around, you're trying to counsel motherfuckers. They're going to tell you, sit your ass down. They're not trying to hear you preach or tell them what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing. Your best bet is to get in there, shut your mouth, don't try to counsel anybody, and don't take nothing from nobody, and don't say anything. Say the least amount you can. The less people know about you, the better. The more you talk, the more you open yourself up. These guys are psychological experts. People who think they went to college and got shit on these guys who have been doing time their whole life. These guys can manipulate anything. So you want to keep your mouth shut and say the least amount as possible, and don't take charity, and don't try to counsel anybody. They don't want to hear it.
What about trade?
Trade is another thing you got to be careful of, because you trade better be only in your own race. So if you do any type of trading, if it's a black guy, give it to a black guy. Mexican, give it to a man. If you're a white guy and you give something to a black guy, you will get your motherfucking wig split. If that black guy takes it from the white guy, he will get his wig split. If a Mexican guy gives it to a black guy, he's gonna get his wig split. Unless it's somebody from up north. If it's some type of maybe clique relationship there, but you do not go around trading your food. And I'll tell you right now, in like San Bernardino County or some of these county jails, you can't even give your food away. If you try to give your tray away, the guards will beat your ass. I've seen people get beat up in the kitchen. You can't talk, and if you try to pass anything, I've seen guys, they don't even eat, and you're starving, and you look over at their tray, and if the guard sees you grab anything from their tray, you will get your ass beat. You think this shit's a joke watching the show? It's not no joke. Them guards fuck people up in there all day long, and then say that you tried to resist or this and that. I've seen it go down. So it's a misconception to think that it's kindness going on in jail. Not in our jails in America.
It's like kumbayas and shit. Holding hands and
hugs.
Give me a hug. All right, so hopefully that answered your question. Guy viewer from England, stay the fuck out of American prisons. I know in Europe they have different programs, where they can do that kind of shit. Not around here. There's too much racism in America.
That's right.
That's just the way we like it, apparently. So, in other news, it looks like a ex-Democratic representative, Miss Corrine Brown, was I didn't even hear about this until I saw this article, but it looks like she's doing 5 years for fraud for a slush fund with her charity. She was using it for all these personal parties, and she pretended like she didn't know what the hell was going on. But for me, more so than the time, I mean, that's like a lot of time for a politician. 5 years for fraud, like it's almost unheard of. She must have pissed the wrong people off in the system, because usually they like, oh, you got 18 months in a camp and just all the fixings to go along with it.
Yeah, she maybe didn't share her fund. She tried to get greedy and share her fund. She's 71 years old. They said she had one door for education, which claimed to give scholarships to poor children. Instead, they said that she used those donations for lavish parties, concerts, trips to Bahamas. Kareem, man, you should have took more people with you on these concerts and these trips.
Yeah. You definitely should have greased up the Crypt Keeper Jeff Sessions wheels a little bit more.
Yeah, because I think once they found out to the extent that you were actually doing it big, they were mad that they didn't get a little piece of that. And that's how the game goes.
Yeah, you got to grease the wheels. What kind of gangster are you? You don't know you got to grease the wheels? That's how the train moves.
Yeah. It's everybody, all the situation, and then that way you cover all your bases. So you got all these other guys, people who wouldn't normally maybe hang out with you. You're inviting them to stuff. That means they're also accepting the benefits, which covers your ass on the back end.
Yeah, exactly. And since a lot of the Democrats claim they're of the people, she's going to get to spend a lot of time with the people inside that facility, and she gets to hear about the real topics at hand and the real issues that they got going on. And let's see what kind of perspective she comes out with, because a lot of these politicians, they don't come from the streets, they don't come from nothing. They're born with silver spoons in their hands, and they just become lawyers or whatever the fuck they become, and then turn into politicians and pretend they're we're of the people. No, you're not. You don't know shit. You don't know how people who have nothing, who come from nothing, basically live. And so now you get a taste of what it's like. And hopefully you don't get your cheeks busted.
Well, they said right here, this guy, a Wall Street prison consultant, he's a consultant for people on Wall Street, right, going to prison. She'll have it rough in there because she's a high profile. She's going to a fucking camp. Okay, you know what they do at camps? That's where they send ex-police, ex-politicians. They send them to camps. The camp, they're in there. They got access to drink alcohol. They got access to cell phones. They got access to drugs. They got access to sex. There's a lot of stuff they have access to. So it's not like she's going to a USP or to a medium. She'll be at a camp. She's 71. She'll be at a camp. She'll be telling stories. And people, they think like, oh, they're going to treat her like, no, they're not. No, they're not. They don't even, at camps, nobody's trying to make any type of riff. And for the most part, she'll be around telling stories and they'll be eating it up, because prisoners, no matter if she's a politician or not, they want to pick her brain to get the hustle. So if she's at a predator camp with other people, they want to know how she did the fraud. So when they get out, they can get some game on how to elevate their fraud game, and what they can do to make moves that she was making throughout her 71 years. She's an OG.
You think she's gonna have to bribe some inmates for protection?
I don't think she'll have to bribe anybody. She's 71. She's somebody's grandma. They're not even going to really pay her no attention. And once she gets in there and they start talking to her, it's no different than Martha Stewart. She's going to be, oh, man, why'd you do this? And then people, after a while, the guard's like, well, damn, how much money did you get? Oh, how was that trip what that trip to the Bahamas? What was it like? And blah, blah. They actually embellish you. So you get in there and you become a fucking prison celebrity. So it's not like, they're going to really, and then, of course, like Anthony said, yeah, she probably will to some degree bribe them by, hey, let's bust a spread. We do a big spread, everybody's good. And that's how, without necessarily paying off, you embrace everybody, because when there's holidays, it's on you.
Yeah, because she has the most commissary.
Exactly.
Whole boxes of ramen.
Cases of tuna.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
In other news, I don't know how many people have heard about this or know about this. I didn't even know about this because this seems to be something that's being kept super under the radar. But it looks like the CIA is about to sign a game-changing $600 million deal with Amazon. They're basically paying, or reportedly, they're paying Amazon to create a private cloud network for them. And when reading this article, there was something that popped out, a private cloud filled with technologies like big data. When I read that, I was like, what the fuck is big data? I had an idea, but big data is extremely large data sets that may be analyzed computationally to reveal patterns, trends, and associations, especially related to human behavior and interactions. So I've been saying this for years, but with all this Alexa shit and all these, listen to your voice fucking contraptions that people are just gladly bringing into their homes, guess what? You're also bringing the CIA with you.
Right
listening
there.
To everything they ever want to listen to. And since most of the shit's from Amazon Alexa, right? That's
yeah.
So,
if
they have a private cloud network on their little system there, let's just transfer all that data right over to our private thing, and then we'll just sift through it as needed. Put some names to, this is Big Herc's Alexa. Okay, let's listen. Let's see what Big Herc's up to.
Exactly.
Today. Because I've heard stories where you could have Alexa up full blast, and if you whisper something, like whatever the words are, hey Alexa, I don't even know, because I'll never put this shit in my house. Even though I got what's the Amazon Fire? That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, now they have them with little voice microphones on them.
Yeah.
I put tape over that shit.
Yeah.
I put I pulled up a napkin. I put tape over it. Fuck you. You're not listening to my shit.
Well, the thing is, too, when you're talking about voice now, you hear enough voice, it's going to basically be able to mimic your voice to access certain things. So you're actually setting yourself up for a data breach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got everyone that just, I have nothing to hide. That's not the fucking point. The point is they're doing it without your permission. Whether you have nothing to hide or whether you're not doing shady shit, your liberty is being violated by them willingly, because they don't need a warrant, because you openly accepted them into your home. So now they can do whatever the fuck they want. Everyone knows the CIA does whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
They don't follow the normal rules.
Well, see, a lot of people, too, they're so stupid. They're like, well, if you're not doing nothing, you have nothing to worry about, and, blah, blah, blah. It's not the point. The point is, it's your private, you have the right to be secured in your persons. It's a constitutional right. And when you start crossing over that and you say, well, we need to find out this, we need to find out that, well, all the stuff you're doing on Amazon, all the purchases, all that stuff, it could be used to fight terrorism and maybe track somebody who's on some sick path. But at the same time, they're gathering information on you so they can basically patternize everything you do in your life.
Yeah, they'll create profiles on you, just like that show Mindhunters. I really dig that show because it was when they first started profiling serial killers and how they think and shit like that. That's what they're doing with everybody.
Yeah.
Having profiles. So they know what makes you tick. They know, what you like, what you don't like, what pushes your buttons, what triggers you. I mean, I don't want you knowing that shit.
No, and Amazon, they're, it's going to be separate, and, it's really nothing big. It is something big, but, it's all about the money, man. This is, it's going to come sooner or later, whether it be Amazon or through somebody else, and they want to know what people are doing, even when people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they want to, definitely. I mean, I don't know why they don't use that type of technology to stop, dickheads like this dude, but maybe that's part of their agenda.
Yeah.
You don't know. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Prison Talk Podcast, and we look forward to speaking to you guys next week.
We're out.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in.
exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.